Good morning, everyone. How are you today? How's everyone doing? I'm going to see if these seems to have some light, some power on. Let's get this party started. I'm on just a minute early before I get my first phone call because I just want to remind everyone to, hi, sweetie, contact Tracey Brown Live for your own personal reading. .com, TraceyBrownlive.com. I am doing Wednesdays live to show you guys how it works. This is how it works. All right. So that's why I'm doing it. So you guys can get an idea on how I get there, even though you won't understand it because I don't understand it. It comes down to trusting spirit. And trusting spirit takes practice, right? So let's get this party started. I have trouble getting people to call on time. Let me see. Let's see what this is. Oh, let me turn this. All right. All right now. Hey, love. Love you, Tracy. Thank you. For real, though. Let me just highlight that. For real, though. There seems to be some dusting over here. Do you guys see, like, maybe it's bad lighting today? Some dusting of some sort. All right. I know the person that's calling needs to find a quiet spot, so we'll just give her an opportunity to find it. Maybe I'll just play my little song for right now, but we are pushing the other person. Oh, wait, no, we're not going to push the other person. It's going to be fine. Okay. It's a 15-minute reading. We'll be fine. Let's see if this is my song. You know, guys, I keep losing this remix of a song that my son did for me. Let me see if this is it.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey.
That's not it. I do this all day, every day. Okay, sweetie, where are you? I'm looking for my song. I don't keep forgetting where I found this song. Is it here? Oh, here it is.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Orange text box.
Good.
Orange text box.
Melissa. Oh, Melissa? Why not? There you go. Melissa.
Hey, how are you?
Fine. You're late.
I know. I'm so sorry I'm late.
Okay.
Let's see, you have to put us all on the fountain.
What What happened?
So you're going to have to put me on a trial penalty.
Ah! Oh, don't give me ideas. I will charge for lateness. Don't give me no ideas, Melissa. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I believe in the power of charging and penalties. Yes. So, how can I help you, sweetie?
Well, I feel like maybe I'll do general.
Okay, let's do a
Let's do
general.
whatever. Yeah.
Let's do a general. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Melissa. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see, Father God. Um, and this is live video that will be posted on YouTube, okay?
Okay.
Good. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Melissa is your child. She's your love. She's your beloved. Please, Father God, authorize me. Hold on, I need to turn my phone down. Oh, no. Can you hear me, Melissa?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. You know how much I love you, God? I love you. I love you. I love you. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 All right, Melissa. Whew.
I'm ready.
Good, good. There's a broken promise that seems to be showing up or may have shown up already. Hopefully it showed up already, but it's a broken promise. A couple of things that are going on here. It's either a it's either a broken promise amongst family members, like, but you promise, and you know what I mean, like that type of thing. Like, hey, Melissa,
Mhm.
can I borrow? Just as an example, can I borrow $500 and I'll give it back, yada yada, but it never happens, right?
Yeah.
Did your family members ever borrow money?
From me,
Yes,
no.
never from you, but they borrow from each other.
Mm-mm. Uh, I would say maybe from each other, maybe. Because
Okay,
with me, I don't like to tell people to borrow. I'm like, if I give, then I just
right.
leave it as a gift.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Then if it's not family members, it could be at your job. A broken promise could be at your job. I'm gonna say because of the color of your skin, your DNA, how your DNA is made up.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the first one, right? But then I get grief, sadness, resurrection. So although there might be a broken promise, right? And
Yeah.
it actually makes you sad. I could see if you were angry because an agreement you might have with your job, but it actually makes you really sad instead. Like it hurts. But I want to tell you that you could turn it around. Whatever the broken promise is, turn it around. You can't lose if you decide to say something. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you get me, Melissa, a little bit? Or are you writing?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay. I wouldn't worry about it too much, right? I just wouldn't. There's going to be some major changes that's going to be positive. Um, by the end of winter. So I know the end of winter is right here. So the broken promise could appear like between now and the end of winter. By the time the end of winter comes, somewhere in April, there'll be a resurrection and it comes down to a positive outcome. But it kind of looks like a new beginning for me. It could be a new beginning at the job. It could be a new beginning somewhere else. So the fact that now that I'm thinking about it, the fact that this shows up in a sense of grief and sadness, it might be something, which I really can't imagine, but it might be something where you might walk away. Like if your job breaks a promise with you, you might take a stand and just walk away, just not go to work or something like that. But it turns out to your advantage, and it turns out to your advantage either at your job where they're going to recognize, well, yeah, what we did wasn't fair to you, or you could be placed someplace else. But all of it is going to turn out that, none of this was fair to you. And this is how we're going to wind up doing this, rectifying the action. Also, Melissa, if it comes down to your DNA, call it out. Call it out. What you say?
I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Because for me at my job, I'm in my department. I'm like the only Black person there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Make sure that if something's going down wrong, make sure that you call it out and go back in history. Go back in history on how often it's about you and no one else. All right.
All right.
And it will get rectified. But to be honest with you, I feel like the way it's done, it kind of feels a little sad to me at first. So whatever's about to go down, I feel like it's going to go down, but someone makes you feel bad about yourself. Mm-hmm.
That's like if someone cutting your hours at work,
it
but
could
just doing it like a sneaky way, like
hi,
cutting your days and just make you feel it.
Hi, hold on. Hi, Milo. Hi. 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 I'm on a live video. This is when he looks at me. When I'm on the phone, he don't look at me. Little baby next door. Okay. It could be hours if that hurts you. If it hurts you in terms of hours, then that's one thing. But I feel like it really hurts, like it brings tears to your eyes. So it could be derogatory instead. It could be somebody says something to you, about you, to your face.
That's deep. That would make me cry.
There you go. That's what I'm getting more than anything. And it might come to the decision where you're like, I'm going home. I'm just going to go home. And upon going home, it's like, I can't go back to work. I just can't. And that might go on for too long, where it's like, I took a whole week off because I'll be out for a week. I'll be out for a month, whatever it takes, because you're just so upset. But document it, first of all, and then take all the time you need, because somewhere in April, this all turns out wonderfully for you. And I promise you, You will walk back up in that place, because I don't feel like you're changing jobs, but it's possible you could be changing jobs. But I feel like even if you're changing jobs, it's within the company. But you will walk up in that place cocky once you realize, you know, that you had the power all along. The next card is fulfillment and wishes. Oh, let me just take this down because you can't see when you go back to check. You can't see the cards, right? Let me just turn these cards around. I can read them from the screen. I love doing the live readings, by the way. It's so much fun. The next card is fulfillment and wishes. Melissa, it's almost like you're standing on a peach. It's almost like a treasure trove of your wants and desires. So I promise you, if something turns out bad, don't worry about it. You get your wishes. Sometimes some things have to turn out bad. It does come down to rest and relaxation. So I honestly believe you might walk up out of there and take a 2-week to 1-month break. You might take a mental health break if it turns out that someone makes you feel this bad, right? And then I feel like you're going to come back, right? And it's going to be interesting. The circumstances stay the same, right? The job description stays the same, right? But now you're gliding through the ugly because no one will touch you. No one will touch you. But this is the people surrounding you. And sometimes you can't change an ugly spirit. That's not your job. But you can walk back up in there smelling of roses and no one can touch you. All right? So just remember that. All right?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree with you with your cards because for me, I'm doing a lot by myself. Like at work, it's like I feel like I'm doing 4 people's job at one time, all day long. So it's breaking me down a little bit.
Oh, well, remember that because I feel like something derogatory is going to come at you, right? And without people recognizing that you're a good worker, you're a hard worker, because it comes down to color. It comes down to not respect of a woman that works really hard and is a team player. It comes down, you know what it comes down to? Cinderella. Yeah. It comes down to Cinderella. And just a refusal to respect you, just a refusal. And it comes down to not being a team player with the others, but because you're not DNA light. That's what it comes down to. All right. With that being said, you are on solid ground, even if you don't know it. The ships will be coming in. I do get a water sign man that's going to have a lot of compassion, a lot. I feel like he's going to storm in there and be like, what the hell's going on, right? You know, in a weird kind of way, Melissa, I think you like your job. And I don't mean that in a weird kind of way. I think when something derogatory happens to you, I think you like your job. I think you would go back to your job, especially if there's fairness involved. All right. So don't be afraid to take the job back if they're like, hey, what if we do this for you? All right. But there could be major changes, Melissa. There just could be. And I get another King of Wands here, right? I feel like the King of Wands could be a boyfriend, though. I get child's energy. I get the High Priestess. I get the Knight of Wands. And I get love. I believe it's a King of Wands. Could be a King of Wands, but because they're crossing, sometimes depending upon how they show up, it could change up. I think one is a boss, one is a fire sign man. If it turns out that you want to be relocated, if that's an offer that comes to you, I would say definitely take it. Take the relocation. I think it's going to come down to a lot of factors later, right? I feel like there's going to be a man. I think he's romantic. I think that he is looking at you, not telling you that he's looking at you, or vice versa. All right. There is a child here. So I believe the man comes with a child, particularly a boy child. The boy child could be anywhere from 2 years to 8. All right. Um, I'm not sure if the mother is necessarily around. I'm not sure if the mother's around, but I can tell you he's rambunctious. Like the father doesn't know how to tame the child. Do you know what I mean? Because the father is like, oh, that's normal for boys. And you're like, that's not normal because I feel like he's rambunctious. What I want to be able to tell you, if the father says something to you, tell the father he needs sports. He needs to swing his arms. He needs to push his body up against something. So give him sports. Give him tennis. Give him baseball. And I don't think the father's figuring this out. But this is a boy that has a lot of energy. He's not a video type kid, you know? I think he might say something to you about his child. And if you offer up this information, he's going to start to look at you like, man, you know kids, something like that, right? And then I see him coming out of like looking at you, but he might look at you for a long time, looking at you and then turning it into chivalry, meaning, you know, I saw this trinket today and I thought you should have it. And that's romance for him. You have to be like, oh dear, this dude likes me. You know what I mean? But he's not going to say it. He's just like, that's his version. And it's a good version, by the way. It's not a bad version. Because what I see, even if he got it from the dollar store, right? What I see is a man that's on your mind. And so the price of what he pays for something doesn't matter to me. What I see is, oh, you be after work thinking about me? You're in a dollar store, Target, whatever. All right, Walmart, you thought about me? I wouldn't say it to him out loud. I'd be like, oh, thank you. You know, it's funny that you brought this because this is my favorite color. Just lie, right? Just lie. Whatever he brings. This is my favorite color. Thank you. And there you go. Now we've got this energetic, you know, and I feel like he's going to become a powerhouse. I think when you meet him, he's not a powerhouse. I think he's exhausted. I think he's just a worker, you know. I think he's tired because he doesn't have any women around, right? And I think all of a sudden, after watching you, you know, the minute there's this, you know, actual exchange, now you're going to see the man get a haircut, you know, tell you, you know, oh, I exercise. He ain't exercised in 10 years. I promise you. You know what I mean? But all of a sudden, he's like, whew, my thighs are sore, girl, because I was running today. And you're like, oh, you run? Whew. Every day. No. The man ain't never ran. So seriously, you're he's serious when he says his thighs are sore. But what I love about what I'm seeing here is that there's going to be some major changes that involves real love, the beginnings of real love. And I promise you, Melissa, you're going to see it. It's obvious because it's chivalry that shows up. And chivalry is uncomfortable for men. They never know what to do with chivalry. So they look like little 5-year-olds. All right. But it is going to be an amazing experience. All of this may come out of regeneration, rebirth. No, wait. All of this will come out of grief, sadness, resurrection. So, you know, Melissa, I'm a fan of saying to anyone, everything bad is not bad.
That's true.
All right. Now, the other thing I want to offer up, don't look for the bad. It's just going to show up. Yep, that makes sense. Your final outcome card is contemplation. Contemplation, right? And for you, yeah, because I feel like whatever's about to go down, like you're going to start thinking, do I really need this shit, right? So it says, contemplate your current situation and allow your thoughts and your feelings to flow. Use your mind in conjunction with your heart. So if your heart hurts, it's okay to tell your mind, we feeling bad today. And think things through before making decisions. All right, sweetie?
That is deep.
That's deep. That's hella deep. All right?
Wow.
So you got some thinking to do, even if you don't see it right now. Remember, that's a psychic reading. You don't have to see it. It's my job to see it. All right? So,
thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm going to give you, I could tell you were in deep thought just now. I'm going to give you.
I'm in so deep thought. I'm like, you know, I need to sit down somewhere.
Melissa, I do that to people. I do that. It's the magic. But the thing that's important here is that you're not making bad decisions. This walks up to you. Remember that. This isn't based on bad decisions. You're being hit with something. And the part that I like is that you will be blessed. This will turn out beautifully for you. Now, when I say beautiful, I don't mean March, April. I mean by this time next April, you will see it turned out beautiful for you. And you will say to yourself, "Whew, if this had not happened, I wouldn't have met my man." And that, Melissa, that's God.
Yeah.
Deep, right?
Yes.
All right, honey, get going. I got 2 minutes to prepare for the next one.
All right, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Melissa. Thank you for trusting me.
All right, thank you, always.
I just sent you the copy of the final outcome card.
Oh, you got the final outcome card?
I just sent it to your phone.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown.
How come I can never do this right? Oh, here it is. Be right back. Commercial break.
Gals and guys, go to Go to Brownlive.
I think that's my phone call. I have to wash my hands though. So you don't wash my hands before I take on any clients. Hold on. Come in, caller. Come in. Oh. All right, hold on. Hold on. All right. All right. Ooh. Got the waist trainer on and stuff. I'm a little cold. Should I close the door? It's a little cold today.
Hello.
Samantha.
Hi, Tracy. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
So tell me, how can I help you?
Okay, so I don't actually have a particular question,
Okay.
but I've been going through a lot of depression, and it's been very severe at this point, and I just feel stuck in like every area of my life. So I am just open to what Spirit has to say to me
Okay.
to help alleviate that depression or give me some guidance at least.
Okay. The first thing we're going to learn not to incorporate into our vocabulary is the word stuck.
Yeah.
We as cultural people, are you Black or are you Spanish?
I'm Black.
Okay, you sound a little Spanish. You from
I never said that.
you from Florida?
I'm from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Where you living right now? Massachusetts?
Yep, in Massachusetts.
You got some Puerto Rican dialect, some Cuban dialect. You totally sound, I hear this little dialect, right? Okay. So, culturally speaking, Blacks and Latinx people have a tendency of saying, I'm stuck.
Okay.
It's just common. Your mama said it, your auntie said it, your sister says it. No one is ever stuck. Everyone is where they need to be, even in depression.
Okay.
Depression is a healing spot that sometimes we go into. I know that sounds the opposite of what the world has told you, but sometimes depression is just the mind saying, I need to heal.
Okay.
Everything's going too fast and I don't want to keep up.
Right.
But because we make it look like it's such a problem, depression, that you say to yourself, I got to get out of this depression. I got to get out of this depression. Now, depending on the level of depression, in a weird kind of way, depression can hurt. It brings on some physical pain.
Yes.
Yes. And I think severe depression brings on physical pain. But I believe a lot of the physical pain is all a part of the depression. It's like, if I can't do anything, then I feel like your body accepts that. But because your body needs to be doing something, then your body goes into this, painful, stiff state, which hence the word stuck. So now I get it. What I'd like for you to do, however, is be kind to the depressed part of you.
Okay. I do have trouble with that.
Because
I'm not very kind to myself.
Because society doesn't let us.
Yeah.
Society says if you're not exercising and yoga, and if you're not eating right, and if you're overweight, you're the problem. And you're
Right.
not the problem. You're not. And so I'm like, you think I haven't been depressed, right? And some depressions are chemically imbalanced. So it's one thing to have a trigger of a depression. There's another thing when it's really just a part of your overall molecular system.
Right.
I just find it interesting that when people are diagnosed, were you officially diagnosed with depression?
I was when I was a teenager.
Okay.
And I had been going to like a psychiatrist. I recently this week wanted to go back to a psychiatrist, and I'm looking actually for a Black psychiatrist.
Whatever it
so
takes.
I want to kind of try
Yes.
that out and see what happens with that.
Yeah, fight for what you need. All right. Again, that's your body. That's not mental. That's your body saying, I know what others feel like. I need someone that looks like me.
Right.
All right. But I'm also very proud of you for one, being diagnosed, and two, knowing as an adult now, I need to go back in. I need to go back in because it's above me. It's above me. Not that you're stuck. Let me close this door because it's starting to get cold in here. Not that you're stuck. Stuck is the word we identify. So we got to, I don't know what to replace the word stuck with, but let's take stuck out of the vocabulary. I believe no matter what you're going through, everyone is where they need to be. Everyone is where they need to be. Even if depression comes back on you.
Okay. And it's so funny because I actually do believe that.
Mm-hmm.
And I still feel the way I feel, like I'm trying to give myself grace and
breathe.
Know that.
Breathe.
I'm
breathe. No, let's do it now. Breathe through your nose and out through your mouth. Every time you get that awkward feeling, whatever it feels like to you, just take a moment, pull over in your car, breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. Put your head back on the, let's say it's a car, chair. Just stop everything when you begin to feel that thing that encompasses you.
Okay.
All right? Because if we try to think it through, you get more in a depression because you think you're supposed to be, quote unquote, normal.
Yes. That's exactly what I think.
Yeah. None of us are normal, and every single one of us has a degree of depression.
Yeah, I believe that.
The gift in your case is to be diagnosed. That's the gift.
Yeah.
The good thing about depression is that it has waves where you can leave it for long periods, but you can't leave it if you don't go to a psychiatrist that can help build a cocktail for you so that you could get back to feeling. It's that feeling. Whew. Let me tell you something. I know this is, taking too long, but I make up for everything. I didn't recognize that I was depressed for 4 years while the previous administration was here. I didn't recognize it. I didn't see it for what it was. I could tell I was getting more angry. I didn't see it as depression. So then in November, we had the election. Presumably the other side won, but it took about a week to really figure out the other side won. The side that I was on won. And although I was like, woohoo, yeah, ooh, all of that was phony. I was truly happy for the other side. But what was going on inside of me? but it gave me a chance to relax. Once the other side won, I was like, okay, I'm going to relax. I'm going to relax. And I'm not going to respond angrily anymore. Purposely, I'm not going to respond angrily. Sometimes I went in and out of it. But around February, I woke up one day and every cell in my body was light and free. And I didn't know what this was. And I was like, oh my God, was I depressed? Was I depressed? And I want to say, was I depressed again? Because I remember this feeling when someone I loved married somebody else. I remember that feeling. And that feeling lasted with me for 6 months. And then one day, same thing, I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I was depressed. Because it feels different.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to say stuck. You are perfectly correctly made, even in depression. I promise you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Samantha. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Samantha's your child. She's your love. She's your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 There's a transformation that's coming for you that is about creativity. So there's something missing on your creative side.
I feel that.
All right. That will make you feel whole. Are you artsy? What is it?
I'm sorry?
Are you artsy? What is your creative side?
I don't know. I like fashion, but I never thought to do it. I think that's why I feel, and I'm releasing this word, it's the last time I'm going to say it.
No, you're not allowed.
Really
No.
No.
You'll never use the word stuck in front of me ever again. No.
Not stuck.
Well,
I would say I have not found that yet.
You haven't found your creative side yet.
Yes.
But you like fashion.
Yes. But I always, I feel like that's too superficial for me. And I do like to help people. I don't know if that's creative, but I feel like it needs to be deeper than just fashion.
Oh my God. Listen to me. What kind of Saint Teresa are you trying to be? It's too heavy.
I know.
What kind of cockamamie, nun-wearing saint are you trying to? No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
We are not going to look to be a saint. Okay. Hell no.
I am a people pleaser, so.
Well, that's two different things.
I don't want to be a saint, but I don't know. I feel like I try to heal myself through other people, so that to me is satisfying in a certain way.
Well, no, that's a good thing. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
You know, being of service to others, to me, is a beautiful thing. I think my job is a service of others. So, yeah. But I like to stay focused on you, right? You're calling from Boston. All right. So I like to stay focused on you and what you like, right? And just as a beginning stage, like just as the beginning to understand how you can move creatively, right? So I like fashion. I totally like fashion. I also like the fact that you want to be a service to others. So I'm just wondering if they can go together, right? I'm wondering if you could be a shopper, you know, at Goodwill for a group home.
I would do that.
That's right. Because I can tell you right now, those group home kids don't get a lot of money. Most of them just get Social Security, and that's like $250 at a pop.
Yeah. That's true. My sister works in a group home.
The angels, there's parted in the sky. You can't make this shit up, sweetie. Take your sister's group home and go like secret shopping for I don't mean it like secret shopping, but like go to Goodwill and take your fashion and be like, oh, I know this person's a size 10 and I think they would like this.
Okay. I would like that.
And then, because I'm a big fan of being paid for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then over time, I'm not saying do it for money, but over time, see if they can actually pay you.
Okay.
To either bring the clothes or bring the child to the store.
Okay.
But because you're a service-oriented person, and I happen to love Goodwill or Salvation Army, like I love that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And you know me, I would even contact Goodwill or Salvation Army, and I would say, hey, this is what I'm gonna start doing for a living. Bring the pandemic into it. Like people love that shit, right? Within the pandemic, and these kids sometimes, they don't have enough money to always shop for themselves. So could I get a discount? And this is the name of the home, and this is the person that owns the home to verify that you're doing good work for someone else. It actually could wind up being a real big business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah. And see, you can't make this stuff up. Like, how did I know that your sister worked at a group home? I didn't.
Because you're the best.
That's why you pay me the big bucks. Right. Oh my God. In the beginning of the pandemic, somebody was like, Tracey, you're going to reduce your prices? And I was like, no. And they were like, well, it is a pandemic. I was like, sweetie, do you know what it takes to do my job? No.
Right.
No. I do a really good job. So no, I'm not reducing myself, because energetically, if I reduce myself, I reduce my energy, which means
Yeah.
you don't get a good job done.
Right.
If I think I have to reduce myself. So no, I just kept my prices, and those that need. All right. But then on Saturdays, I have a group of girls. It's called the Gems. They give out free readings because they're in practice. Yeah, they're in practice mode. All right.
Yeah.
But you pay me the big bucks for a reason. Earth changes, climate changes, transformation. There's going to be some major changes for you. Also, I'm getting repressed emotions, depressed, repressed, healing, and reflection.
Okay.
I really believe that giving of yourself the way I kind of described it, of course, design it any way that you want, is going to be participatory in your healing. It's a breakthrough.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You're probably one of the, I hate to say this, but it's my job, right? You're probably one of the lost angels out here, right? Lost angels are suckers at best.
I feel that way. I do feel like a sucker most times.
Yes, because you want to be, you came down to do good in the world, right? Like designed. Watch the movie Soul. You came down to do good in the world, and you're not finding the map that you're supposed to be in. And yes, and having a body that depresses you. Well, how can I be super angel hero if my body doesn't agree with me? My body keeps holding me back, and my mind is like, I need to be super calostatic angel.
I believe that. You know what, Tracy? I was helping a friend of mine who I met through my job. She had lupus like my mom.
Oh.
And I would call her during the pandemic and I would bring her groceries and all that kind of stuff, anything she needed. And she ended up passing away. And I found out, I said I was going to call her. I think it was New Year's Eve, and I didn't for some reason. I found out she passed away by looking in our obituaries. And I was so upset about it because I felt like I let her down in a way. But she came to me in some kind of way and was basically telling me what you're telling me now. So I do feel that like a lost angel, but I just do need to find my way, and I need to have balance with that.
Well, that actually validates that you're a lost angel because she got through to you when she just passed. She just passed this January?
Yes, January 27th.
Yes. You know, that tells me that you absolutely have a connection with the other side because she got through too fast.
Yeah.
And my prayer is that you accept what she said to you. Like, that's my prayer. I'm only coming in as validation because I have connection to the other side. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I hope you see it as validation that you know, your soul is still with heaven.
Yeah.
And yet your
I feel that.
body is here. And your mind says, all right, fine. If I gotta live, then I want to make sure I feel like I'm doing good work. At the very least, God, give me that. But your body doesn't have the same agreement right now, today. So we have to train our bodies to have the agreement. You have triggers, though, sweetie.
Yeah.
You have triggers. And from what I can tell, they're death triggers. Your mama dying, whew, huge death trigger. Because what is a mama not being here, especially if you like her, but the emotional support.
Yeah.
And if they're not here, you don't get to put all those emotions that you would normally put on your mother, right? We get to yell at our mothers. We get to love them. We get to sit back and let them love us. Oh, you so cute. You so pretty. You know what I mean? You're amazing, daughter. You're amazing. And then you don't get to say, Mom, shut up. Shut up. Who are you? You're just silly. But those are normal mother-daughter reactions in a loving situation, right? In a loving way. We get to push back on our parents. We get to let them feed us. We get to argue with them. These are loving components, not people that have really bad relationships with their parents. Sometimes you got to walk away from your parent. But I'm just talking about she's missing everything that a mother could provide as you develop Cinderella. Remember, I called you Cinderella in the beginning. I did not know your mother was not here.
She is here.
Oh.
My grandmother is not here.
Oh. Who died of lupus?
That was a friend of mine. She was older. She was like a mother to me.
No. No, you don't need to connect the dots. I think I just got confused with your mother passing.
No, but she was like a mother to me. Honestly, she's a lot older than me, but they both have lupus.
I got you.
Made me want to help her.
I got you. Okay, I apologize, Mom. You are still living. We will stay with the living, Mom. I am so sorry. Okay. With that being said, financial material changes, a waiting period, and hope. Are you thinking about changing jobs or getting a promotion or asking for a promotion? Are you working right now?
I am not. Well, I was furloughed when the pandemic started. So I have grown out of that position and have been looking for a job.
Okay, you will get a job.
Okay.
I get financial and material changes. It is still going to be a waiting period, so it's still about a couple of months away. but I really feel like you could get here before June. All right. And it could be a job of service. So take it on. But I do feel like maybe the company is a serviceable job. Maybe not your position, but maybe the company services others.
Okay.
So it would be really useful if you would find a job that cares for others. I think that would make you happy as opposed to like working for a bank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. I think so.
Now, personally, I thought nonprofit agencies were starting to have some financial issues.
Mm-hmm.
I think with this $1 trillion budget that's coming through, I think nonprofits could begin to thrive again. I know there's something in the budget about community care.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that they're going to be able to petition for money to survive. I know that they have been struggling. So
Yeah.
around, they say 2 months. So 2 months is, April, May, and I'm just adding, around June-ish. All right.
Okay.
The ships are coming in. This card is so funny because you got the same card as the girl the last time. 6 of Wands. You are in pain. You are in pain. I get that. I get my heart hurts. And I feel like it hurts because of this person that passed away, right?
Yeah.
But I'd like to offer up to you, and I don't know if this is going to make sense to you, but what I'd like to offer up to you is to stay with the living.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
It does. Yes.
Okay. There's going to come a time that a baby needs to come through you.
Okay.
And only
That's what I was worried about too.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
It's a good time to worry about that. 33 is a good age to be like, where's my baby? Right?
I do want a baby, but then I don't know if that age thing, I need to stop worrying about that part.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I would desire that.
I'm a big fan of desire. I'm a big fan of letting God know. Like, seriously, God, bring me my baby. I'm a big fan of that. I like that. I like people that want to get married, not people that are like, well, we're dating, so maybe we can get married. No, you let somebody know I'm a marriageable type of girl, or you can keep it moving.
Yes, I've learned my lesson. That's my attitude going forward.
That's right. You want what you want. And it doesn't mean that you're trapping a guy. You just have to be like, I'm a marriageable girl and I'm a mama girl. So, yeah. And I'm not, and let the guy know. I'm not saying it has to be from you. I'm saying I'm at the point where this is what I want. Don't think for a second I'm trying to trick you. I'm saying at 33, it is normal for me to want a baby. That's all I think about at this point. And to want to be married, but it don't have to come from you. You asked, and I'm telling you, I'm not saying it has to be yours. And you make sure you say that to a man, because when a man asks, you know what he's doing? When a man asks, do you want to be married? Do you want a baby? He only wants to have sex with you. He's not saying he wants to have a baby with you. He's saying, oh, you're going to get all mushy when I ask this question, and then I could do you.
I believe that.
So you need to add, oh, honey, a baby is, I already know I'm going to have a baby. I'm not saying it has to be yours. I'm saying I know I'm going to be a mother. Like, sit in your power now. All right? With that being said, if you sit in your power, you get the family. You get exactly what you want if you sit in your power, right?
Right.
Looks to me like you might have a choice. This is really good. It's a fire sign man. that might stay in your heart, or someone in the past that might have broke your heart, right?
Yes.
Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or an earth sign man. The earth sign man will be current. There's going to be, I believe, someone from the past that could show up, because even somebody from the past can energetically feel when you have gone on to somebody else. And all of a sudden, the dick shows up. Hey, hey, hey. So I'm sorry. And you got to remember the heat that someone gave you. It's always mandated that you remember the heat. If you had a girlfriend that took advantage of you and hurt you, you would never talk with her again.
Right.
But apparently, boys from the past that hurt your feeling and have you on your knees crying and begging, don't leave, don't leave, don't punch me. Everybody forgets that.
That's true.
But I love him, Tracy. Stop. Yeah. He's going to show up, somebody from the past.
I believe that.
Be mindful if he triggered any depression in you.
Okay.
Because you're going to need someone that nurtures you, that could see the depression coming on, that says to you, you okay? You understand?
Yes.
I was watching Real Housewives of Dallas, right? And there's this new character on, and she's Asian, right? And what I noticed about her and her husband, first of all, he's way too quiet. And she's not. But I noticed that he listens to her. He's not trying to nurture her. He's not trying to get her not to talk. Well, you know, he's not doing anything. He just listens. And that is the most nurturing thing a man could offer, listening. Not fixing it. Because sometimes fixing it means shut up. Yeah, but he just listens. And he's done it throughout this season. And it looks like, sometimes it looks like, does he care? But last night is when I was like, this is consistently him. He is consistently allowing her to be whoever she needs to be. And I thought that was beautiful. And that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Now, that could come in the form of a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man. He comes with a lot of virility. So once he locks eyes on you, good luck with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They don't not get what they want.
That's true. My mom is a Taurus. She does not get what she wants.
Not gets what they want, which means if they want you, that is all they're going to see. But that's a good thing, because that means you have a man that will never look at another woman. And financially, you're never going to have to worry about anything. So with that being said, what I would say to you is begin this process of like buying clothes and, you know, offering up to the group home as a gift, right? And by the way, you don't have to do it today, because I recognize the fact that you're on furlough. But it could be something you could do over the summer. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
You could meet him in any form of new job or in this service type of thing. The good part about this guy is that he will make enough money for the both of you, and he will say to you, do what you want, do it out of the home. So it's a win-win, this guy. Whereas somebody from the past, whew, he'll have sex with you, but that's all you're going to get from the guy from the past.
I believe it.
All right, sweetie.
I'm still healing from that situation.
Whew, girl, tell me about it. But let's learn to heal when men hurt our feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not give them all of that emotional, like, you don't get to win. You don't get to win. I'm still better without you.
Right.
Maybe I didn't know it at the time, but now I know that the girl she never got a prize. I was the prize.
That is true.
You missed out.
We did.
Right. Besides, you need someone that is sensitive to your soul, your depression, your soul, your energetic way of communicating. And I'm not trying to, butter you up, but it's just really true. I see it in the cards. Like, it's really hard for you to have a bad bone in your body.
I do have that.
Mm-hmm. All right, look at your final outcome. Are you I was going to say, are you aware? Your final outcome is awareness. All right. And she's real cute and she's real plump. She is so plump. She got a big booty. She is.
That's not my shape.
That's not your shape?
That is my shape.
That's your shape? Well, I'm showing the YouTube so you'll be able to look at her. It looks like she has on a blonde wig. She is adorbs. Just adorbs. Awareness. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait. Are you interested in developing your intuitive side?
Yes.
You need to.
Okay.
You need to.
Okay.
You need to. Because it will
I think that's where a lot of my anxiety comes from, and I just don't know. I can't figure out where it's coming from, if that makes sense, or if I'm crazy.
Well, listen, anybody in the metaphysical world is a little crazy, but for us, it's a good crazy. Like, I love the fact that I'm a little loopy. Like, nobody gets to see it, but sometimes I just dance in my house by myself because, I can. And so I do. But I accept the crazy that's there. I like myself. But yeah, because you have a relationship with death and you're taking it to a level that's not necessary, you need to have a different relationship with death, which means learn to develop your psychic/medium side so that you have this authentic placement with death, not the want to be there.
Okay.
Like, bring death into your world, the dead, not death, the dead into your world, and make your world normal, as opposed to like wanting to be there because you're so sad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have
She's helped me a lot.
Good, that's my job. Do you have I think it's HBO Max? Do you have that?
Yes.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, please watch this series called Ghosts.
Ghost. Okay.
Oh my God, it's pure comedy. It's pure comedy, but it's so funny to see how the dead reacts with the living, even though you can't see the dead today. You feel it, but you can't see it. And so when you make a decision that you can communicate with the dead in any form, I see dead people, I smell dead, like whatever it is, usually starts with shadows in your house, right?
Yes, and smell for me.
You're a smeller. That makes me
Yes.
so I forgot what the smell is. Claire something. I wrote it down the other day. I mean,
I forgot.
I know
Is
them
it
all.
clairsentient is like feeling, right?
God knows. Hold on a second. I took an article, and Melissa and I were supposed to talk about it, the Claire's, and we never did. I don't even know. Oh, there are 8 Claire's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. I love the Claire's, by the way. So let me just run by. Clairvoyance is vision. Clairgustus is a sense of taste. Clear allowance is a clear sense of smell. Clear alliance, ALIENCE, is a clear sense of smell, being able to nasally detect psychic information. Maybe you've caught a whiff of your grandmother's perfume when you sat on a sofa, or the smell of cooking when no one was there, the smell of tobacco, smoke, cologne, but no logical explanation for where it's coming from.
Yeah.
The smell doesn't linger. They're there just long enough for you to notice them before they're gone. It's also widely known that angels can leave a floral scent when they visit so that you know they're near you. Similarly, Claire Augustus, this sense is more often used in mediumship rather than in fortune telling, as it can be an effective way for someone to recognize which soul is visiting them. That's a good sense that you have. Have you ever heard of it?
I did. I can't ever remember the name, but yeah, I heard of it.
This is so cool. I just love my world. So allow yourself to get some training.
Okay.
All right. And my favorite girl to go to, I'll send you her thing right now. It's DeborahHookie.com.
Okay. Okay. I'm
And
definitely going to do that.
you have to. You have to. And the reason why you have to is because this is your norm. You're not a part of regular society. By the way, regular society is fucked up. They hate each other. They can't stand this color, that color. They can't stand fat. They can't stand skinny. They can't stand people that, God, it's annoying. You're not a part of this world.
Yes, that's how I feel. Yes.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. So get out the world. Just don't enter death.
Okay.
Get out the rat race and allow yourself to come into the world of nice, kind people. Now, I didn't say let anyone fuck you over. I will
Yeah.
beat the shit out of someone when they come and try to come for me. Because the outside world has taught me how ugly people are. So when they come to take advantage of me, I turn into this horrible monster because I know that you're taking advantage of me. And I'm telling you, my tongue is lethal. And and then people are shocked because they're like, oh, you look like such a nice person. And, how could you say this to me? And I'm like, no, sweetie. I'm a nice person. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? So when I point it out to you, oh, Tracy's such a bad person. Okay, I'll take it. Anything to not have anyone think that they can take advantage of me because I know how giving I am. So I pass that on to you. Under no circumstance you let anyone take advantage of you. But that takes practice.
It does.
Okay.
And I'm trying, so I'll get there.
You gonna get there because anytime, just text me, just let me know. Tracy, some bitch did this to me. Oh, hell no. I'm going to be like, how do we slap her 3 times? And I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in violence. But my tongue, you're going to hurt when all is said and done.
Mm-hmm.
Awareness is your last card. And it says use your intuition to become more aware of what's going on around you at this time. Remember how you said you were stuck?
Yes.
Today you're unstuck.
I am unstuck.
Now you have resources and information to understand that when you called, you were one person. When we hang up, I identify with a whole nother type of being here on earth. You're an intuitive person. How you develop it later is up to you.
Okay.
It could also be time to look under the rock. Metaphysical is looking under that rock.
Okay.
All right, sweetie?
Yes. Thank you so much, Tracy. I feel a lot better.
Good. Good. That's my job,
Thank you
sweetie.
so much.
That's my job. You're quite welcome. Go see that psychiatrist. Go allow yourself some chemical balance. And it's not for long, because if you step into a world that feels more comfortable, you will see you will need the pills less and less. But today, let's go see a psychiatrist.
Okay.
All right?
I'm going to do that.
All right, sweetie. Take it easy.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you for trusting me.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it was hard to let that little girl go. Like, she is just adorable. Let me just send this card to her. Everyone get their final outcome card. Let me get it out the light, though. There you go. Yay. All right, everyone. Thank you for trusting me. I love you. I appreciate you. We have fun here. This is what all my readings are like. All my readings are here to get you unstuck. Try not to use the word stuck. Try not to use that word stuck. No one's ever stuck. Everyone is where they need to be. How you shift from where you're at has nothing to do with being stuck. Sometimes God places you there. And sometimes we have to be obedient. All right?
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
Call me.
Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live.
Let me help you feel better. Thank you, guys. Bye.